love song. Who's beside me now? I got my hand along. Who helped me to write this love song? My only is you. Only my only will do. You're my only is true. Yeah. And who would steals in my heart? Sweet inspiration. Only it's you. Who's my muse in the dark? Who's my
Hey, how you doing out there? This is Bob on Bob's Blues and the news coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia. That's a little tune I will release pretty soon, any day now. My only. I think I've got it the way I like it. I had a version the other day, and I was talking to my engineer, a guy who mixes the songs for me and masters the songs for me. And the drum was a little dry. It was coming up a little too heavy on the sticks. So I got him to soften up the drum, make it heavier, and I think that sounds pretty cool. So I hope you like it. Check us out, Bob Jeter on Spotify and all those music sites. And yeah, so I'll keep on releasing songs. I make a few dollars here and there. I make a few dollars here, but you know what I mean. My main job is financing. Music is second, and I'm not getting rich on either one right now. The economy is really hurt. I know people in the stock market are doing well. I mean, if you retired now and you got $1 million or $2 million in the stock market and it keeps on going up, you're doing fine. You're doing well. But if you're still trying to make ends meet and you don't have a lot of money in the stock market and, you're just trying to pay your bills, put food on the table and put gas in your car, it's tough out there. And it's all because maybe of the Iran story. Trump said he's going to finish off Iran one way or another, but he wants to negotiate because he doesn't want to kill anybody if he doesn't have to, right? And he says, the people in Iran, they're better now. The ones they had before were bad. But he got rid of most of the bad people, and now the ones he's talking to now are more reasonable, and he thinks they want to make a deal, and he's got Pakistan involved, he's got Iran, of course, was involved, Saudi Arabia, UAE, he went to China the other day, and China's behind a lot of this too with Iran. So he thinks he can work a deal. But I don't think Bibi thinks the same way, Netanyahu in Israel, because they were on the phone yesterday, or was it Tuesday, a day or two ago, and I understand it was a heated exchange, because Bibi knows you can't trust Iran whatsoever. The IRGC, you cannot trust them. Even if they said, okay, we'll agree with everything you want, President Trump, we'll get rid of all the nuclear stuff. We'll destroy all our missiles. We'll only think about peace. And we'll won't attack our enemies. And we'll give ice cream cones to all the children. And, we'll let Santa Claus come here during Christmas. You cannot believe anything they say. See, the thing is, they're smooth. You have to realize the Arabs are very smooth when it comes to negotiating, when it comes to psychology. They're exceptional. They speak languages very well. They'll pick up languages very easily. So they're very good with languages. They're very good with psychology. They're very good with marketing, with PR. And they put the wool over everybody's eyes, because Trump will go over there and whoever he's negotiating with, have it negotiating for him. And, the dialogue will be, well, they spoke softly. And you'll see the president of Iran, the guy from the parliament or whatever, the guys in the suits, not the mulus, not the military people, but the guys They're always smiling, you know what I mean? They always look very confident, and they got everything under control. And they talk very reasonable, and you think, well, we can deal with these people. They want peace. They're just like us. Look, he looks a bit like me, you know what I mean? I mean, he's got 2 arms, 2 legs like me, you know. He's a human being. They got the same. They don't think like you, Mr. Trump. They are not in the same world you're in, Mr. Trump. They're on a different planet, figuratively, anyway. Maybe they are the real aliens. I don't know. But you can't believe anything they say. You can't trust them. And bottom line, they're evil. I mean, would you have, Roosevelt going over and talking to Hitler in the middle of the Second World War and saying, "Oh, you've killed 6 million Jews. No big deal. We can still talk with you. We can negotiate." You can't negotiate with evil. And I'm afraid that this could be Trump's Achilles heel. And everybody's waiting for him to make a move, you know. I mean, people who are hurting on middle class in America see the oil prices going up, see inflation is going up, see the interest rate still high. All this is high because there's no resolution to this problem, dealing mainly with oil because you still got the blockade in the Strait of Hormuz. I think they don't have anywhere to store it anymore, the Iranians, so they're dumping it into the Persian Gulf. Do they care about ecology? No, I don't think so. Are the ecologists raising hell? No, I don't think so. And they don't care about causing chaos. They don't care about killing their people. 45,000 they killed in January, probably more than that, you know. Over the 47 years, how many millions of people have they killed? Even Americans, a lot of Americans. But they don't care about destruction. They want destruction. They live for destruction. They live for death. They live for chaos because, see, they got to bring this 12th Imam back, this Madi, this guy who's their Messiah, who's actually still alive. I think he was born, young kid was born in the 9th century or something like that, and then he disappeared, and the Shiites think, well, he's still around. He's actually the real Messiah, the real Madi, and he's just waiting for the time to come back to be visible to the world. But he can't do it until everybody converts to Islam. And in order to make everybody convert to Islam on the planet, you got to destroy the planet first. It has to come through destruction. It has to come through death because they love destruction. They love death. They love chaos. And that's the only thing in their head. That priority number one is to bring the Madi back. Trump doesn't think that way. He thinks like a good old boy from America. He lived in New York. He was born in New York. And, red, white, and blue, a Western mind, Christian, Judeo-Christian principles. They want life, prosperity. They want the good stuff for him and his wife and his kids and stuff. The Arabs do not think that way at all. And he believes in being honest. Do they believe in being honest? No. He believes in being truthful. Do they believe in being truthful? No. It's the total opposite. It's like you're talking to the antithesis of yourself. And he's not aware of that. And that's why he's been hoodwinked. And how can he trust these other countries like Pakistan and China and Saudi Arabia and et cetera? I mean, the only people that Trump can really trust are the Jews in Israel. They're truthful, and they have a right to be upset because they are the ones on the fighting line. They're all the ones on the front lines. It's existential threat to them, Trump's got all this ocean, all these chips in the way, all this military in the way, so he feels cozy. Israel's getting missiles all the time. They're still getting missiles and stuff. A lot of it is going from Lebanon, all these drones and stuff. But Israel's working on how to knock those drones down. There's been a problem. And Hamas is still in power. Hamas is still there in Gaza, getting more and more arms. And China's behind it. And see, these other countries don't want to totally destroy the IRGC, the Iranian regime, because they'll make them look bad. You're going to have a free, democratic country in the middle of the Middle East besides Israel, a powerful country, which would be, Iran would be a powerful country if it came back to be a democracy and a friend to the West. It would put these other countries in a bad light, and maybe their people would start to be thinking about maybe we need democracy, maybe we need freedom. So they don't want to totally destroy, the Iranian regime. They want to keep it weak, but they don't want to totally destroy it. And I don't know if Trump realizes that or not, to tell you the truth. But, we need to resolve this Iranian problem because it's going on long enough. But, Trump, you never know. It changes day by day. One day he's talking about peace. They want a peace plan. Let's make them another offer and blah, 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 back and forth. How many offers have they made? And he keeps on stretching it out. But I think you can't stretch it out too much longer. The economy, for one thing, is not going to be able to take it. Somebody said, you don't have to really worry about it as far as the elections go because Trump wants to get his people in power during the midterms, and if the economy is really bad, he's going to have a hard time. But, it only takes 3 weeks for the oil prices to go down. So if you wait till like August the 15th, and then you make the final deal or whatever, and then you give it the chance for the oil prices to go down and the people will be happy. I don't think you got that much time, we are almost in June now, I can't see this going on for 3 more months. But what do I know, right? Anyways, Bob's and Bob's Blues in the news. And I hope you enjoyed that little tune. I'll just play that on the way out. And, hey, tomorrow is Shavuos for us. Shavuot. It's when we receive the Torah. I'm Jewish, so it's funny because you have the 2 groups of Jews. You have the Ashkenazi and you have the Sephardic. The Sephardic, like from the eastern part of the world, and the Ashkenazi are more from the northern part of the world. So Shavuos, using the Et, is run by I got to get confused now. If you say Shavuot, with a T, then that's said by the people from the east, the Jews from the east, the Sephardic. But if you use the S sound for the Te and the Shavuos, then that's the Ashkenazi sound. So it brings on how you pronounce it. There is a difference between the Ashkenazi and Sephardic, and a little bit in language and in other ways as well, but I won't get into that issue. Anyway, I hope I made sense about that. Anyway, it's time for me to go. I've been here long enough. Bob's and Bob's Blues and the news.
Who kept me walking tall?